What's going down, everybody? It's your man Pro Diggy from the Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like, bringing you a nice little free-for-all on the map Array, and this guy senses I'm behind him, so he shits his pants and kills himself. And I'm using the FNFAL, or as I like to call it, the fucking fail, because most of the time it fucking fails, but I wanted to switch it up, and I was thinking, you know, I had a really good DMR in Halo, so why not try a single-shot weapon and see how I do? And up until this point, out of all 15 prestiges, I had only used it like... I had like 3 kills with it, basically. But I decided to give it a shot. This was the first game of the day. I just made this class, basically never used this weapon, and I did pretty good. So, you know, fuck it, whatever. I might use it a little bit more. But anyway... You know, I don't really like to talk about the gameplay too much, so let's get right into it. Sorry, now check this out. Look at this guy. He's probably the one dickhead that's got the spy plane up, and he's like, I got my ghillie suit and my BK-74 noob, and I'm going super ultra mega try hard, and I'm gonna win this free-for-all. Wrong. No, you're not, stupid. And then this guy hard scopes me like a pussy. But anyway, moving on from that, let's get right into it. This is part 4, I believe, of Diggy's high school stories, or... whatever the hell I called this fucking series. Technically, it should be like 3B, because really I'm just continuing from the third one. But fuck it, we're going to call it part 4. Who gives a shit, right? Anyway, so where we left off was I was fingering a girl whose name we're going to leave out of it. In the boys' like dressing room, bathroom of the auditorium during our dance recital. Like our parts in the dance recital were over, so we weren't, you know, we didn't have to worry about it, but it was still going on. There was a couple of more like performances left or something, so we go in, lock the door, turn the lights off and everything, you know, make sure that nobody knows that anybody's in there or anything like that. And actually a funny part that I forgot to mention previously about that was the dance recital actually finished while we were still in there, and one of the teachers knocked on the door. And we just played stupid, like stayed silent, you know, whatever, pretended like nobody was in there, like the door was locked, lights were off, and then they left. So we pretty much hurried the fuck up and got the hell out of there, you know, finished doing what we were doing and just got out. And, you know, luckily we didn't get caught in anything and it worked out pretty good. So anyway, I don't remember a whole lot about it because it was like 14 years ago, so I'm sure I'm missing a couple of details here and it makes me feel really old, but... what I do know is that we didn't become boyfriend and girlfriend, and we didn't, like, start really dating. That was basically all we did, and then for some reason we didn't do anything else after that, which was really strange. I don't know why. We just didn't. But anyway, she shortly after that started dating a guy. And, you know, I was like, all right, whatever, she's got a boyfriend, just leave it alone, whatever. And they dated for maybe like a few months or some shit like that or whatever. And then they broke up, and she ended up starting to date my friend Jesse, who was one of the 3 amigos in the ultimate, you know, candy caper heist, whatever you want to call it, of 97. So now she's dating my boy, and I'm like, all right, for sure, now it's definitely like hands off. And I'm going to kind of camp here a little bit, and first I'm going to do a little dolphin dive, like Jive Turkey would say, to get away from that fucking helicopter, because that bitch is, that thing wants my ass. Look, it's just sitting there waiting. It's like, peek, bitch, peek, so I can get you. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna hide right here. You ain't getting me, motherfucker. But anyway, moving on. So like I said, she was dating my friend Jesse, so I'm like, okay, now it's like definitely off limits. But they only dated for a couple of weeks, and then they broke up and everything. And she started, you know, showing some interest in me again and stuff. So I talked to my boy Jesse about it. I'm like, how do you feel about this? And he's like, nah, man, don't even worry about it. You know, we were only together for a really short period of time. And then I get that headshot, ho. And he's like, you know, basically he said exactly this. He's like, it ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. I'm like, all right, cool, game on, right? And even though I got the okay, we still didn't really do anything. And I, again, don't fucking know why. But whatever, it doesn't make a difference. So, to be honest, this is going to sound really crazy, and this does not fucking happen as far as I know. And definitely with me, this is not something that I would ever do, but for some reason I did. Like, it must have been fate, like I just was supposed to do this. I don't really know, but this is how it worked out. It's pretty crazy. So anyway, it's the last day of the last semester of 10th grade. So basically, when we come back to school, I'm going to be in 11th, she's going to be in 10th. And I don't know how that wasn't a fucking headshot. But anyway, it's the last day of school, so there's really nobody around. Like, most people don't come the last day of school. And then check this out. You can sit down, and then what are you doing, stupid? Who let the dogs out? Diggy. Diggy. And I ran over this Galil and I went back, and then it's there on the floor, but it's like, you can't pick it up. And then I'm like, fuck it, Prius. And I pick up this kid's BK-74 noob. So anyway, back to the story. Like I said, so we still didn't hook up and anything like that. But, you know, I had the okay. So it's the last day of school, and nobody's there. And I'm walking down one of the hallways. Literally, it's like a fucking, like a wasteland. There's nobody around. And it just so happens, like by fucking coincidence, that she's walking down the hallway too. And for some reason, I'm just like, fuck it. And I just stopped her. We started talking, this and that. And I still am shocked to this day. I still cannot believe that I did this. But we were talking for a second and stuff. And I legitimately, on everything, I said to her, I said, hey, do you want to leave school and go back to my house and have sex? Literally, like pretty much word for fucking word, that's what I said. And I don't know why I said it, but she said yes. And I was like, even more surprised. Like, I was surprised that I said it, and then I was even more surprised that she was like, yeah, let's do this. And the funniest thing is, we were both virgins. So literally, we both, like, at that moment decided, okay, this is the person that I'm going to lose my virginity to. And it was really crazy to me, but I was like, fuck it, let's do this. And I didn't drive at the time still, because I was 15 and she was like 14 or whatever. But I was like, fuck it, let's take the bus, you know. So I think I had a bus pass, like the Metro pass, and I just paid for her bus ticket, you know, because I'm a gentleman, you know what I'm saying. And basically we went back to my apartment building, and in my apartment building we had a weight room in the headshot. Ho! We had a weight room in the basement, and it was you know, decent sized, and it had a lock on it. So we went into the weight room, locked the door, turned the lights off, you know, got undressed and everything. And you know, like, we're both virgins, so for sure, like, she just happened to be wearing like a schoolgirl skirt. Fucking hey, like, dream come true, right? And so she just took her underwear off, and I basically pulled my pants and boxers down just far enough. Sorry, look at how I embarrassed this guy. I'm like, I got this Galil, but like, you know what? I'm gonna pull out the BK-74 noob and long shot this guy just to fucking like get like an embarrassing final kill cam. Like, what you doing, stupid? But anyway, just to finish this up real quick, because it's pretty much over. You know, I pulled my pants down just to where basically all, like, my dick was out. And I put a condom on, and we did it. And actually, I was proud of myself. For a first time, we went for, like, a good 30 minutes. Which is really good, because from what I hear, most dudes pop, like boom, it's done. Like, as soon as it's in, it's, like, over with. So I was pretty proud of myself. And once again, you know, she had a good time. She was moaning my name and stuff like that or whatever. And while we were on vacation, we actually talked on the phone and talked about doing it again and stuff. But since neither one of us drove and she lived far, we were going to have to wait. And fucked up part is that she basically didn't go back to that school. She transferred somewhere else, and that was pretty much the end of it. And then years and years later, we actually found each other on Facebook, and now she's like married with like 3 kids and stuff, and it's really crazy. We don't talk about it, you know, like how we left off or whatever. We're like, oh my god, how you doing, you know, whatever, how's everything, and blah blah blah. But anyway, this has been your man Pro Diggy from the motherfucking Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.